Oh, oh, Dios mío. Bueno. Hello everyone, how are you doing? Okay, today I'm going to Irena's shelter because I'm going to see how it's going with the little skinny dog that I bring to her the other day. Remember her is this skinny, pretty doggy, and that I know she is not skinny anymore. In fact, she is right now a little bit fat, as I saw in a video that Irene sent me. And let's see if we can make a video for another doggy too, to find a family for both. I'm going to take two dogs to home to film peacefully in our house, and we are gonna see another dog that needs a wheelchair, and let's see what can do for him. So join me because it's gonna be an interesting day.
O sea, que colapsaron el sistema. Y el objetivo es yo no voy a ir, te lo voy a vender.
Upon arriving at the shelter, a litter of newborn puppies surprised us. A few days ago, this mother arrived with her 6 puppies, each one prettier. I left you this beautiful image so that you can delight yourself a little before continuing.
Would you hold me if I told you we can just run away? So come my darling, let me help you. We can follow the sun, leave the rain for somebody else. Let's help ourselves, leave our troubles on the shelf. Don't you worry, we're gonna find.
They are to die of love. So if someone responsibly wants to adopt one of these caramels, in a few weeks they will be ready to go. Stay tuned and write to us. I leave you here our email address and as well in the description of the video. And well, after delighting our eyes with these little things, let's go down to business. This is Captain. You may remember him from previous videos since he has been in the shelter for some time, perhaps a little over 2 months. Captain was reported in Punta Arenas, on the west coast of Costa Rica. The poor doggy was dragging himself through the streets, hurting his hind legs due to chafing caused by all kinds of pavements, asphalt, sidewalks, stones, and with the risk of being run over or was attacked by any other animal. Since having his hind legs unusable, Captain was at the mercy of any hypothetical threat, since he could not run away to hide or avoid a dangerous situation for him. The poor animal was stumbling wherever he could in search of food, but above all, in search to survive. The notice reached Irene's ears and she took care of him by bringing him to her shelter, where the poor baby arrived in his bones. But with a good diet, Captain quickly gained weight and became the handsome man he is today. Despite his condition, Captain is a very active dog. He likes to go from here to there, go after one and be handled and loved. And something very important and that works in his favor is that Captain can control his sphincter. Normally a paralyzed dog doesn't have that kind of control and they do their things on themselves. So this helps him to have a little better quality of life. Although definitely, which would give him a much better quality of life, it would be a good wheelchair with which to move around comfortable, even run. And what is more important, moving from one place to another without hurting his legs, because in the end, being dragged every day, no matter how little, means that Captain always has wounds on his legs. As you can imagine, Irene has a lot of main daily expenses at the shelter: food for 60 dogs, medications, visits to the vets, and along, etc. And as much as she wanted to, she has not been able to buy a good wheelchair for Captain still. So in today's video, I ask you all to please make a little effort and get our stuffed friend something that will make his life much easier, much comfortable, and more fun. In short, something that will give him a lot of quality of life, because as you can see, Captain is a guy who doesn't sit still no matter how paralyzed he may be. I picked it up and took him to a park near the shelter. We got on the grass so that he wouldn't get chafed when crawling, and he made it clear to me how much he wants to run and sniff everything, like any other dog. And he also deserves to be able to move freely wherever he wants, to explore or to run after a pigeon if he wants. Captain is a dog like any other, and not because he is paralyzed, he has to be condemned to life crawling for the rest of his life. In another sight I had, he stole my cap, and honestly, it looks way better on him than on me. This guy has a lot of style.
Traveling around the world, my feet will tell me where to go. I'm not afraid to step outside and see the world for what it is now. Spending all my time with people that I barely know.
He's a guy who wants to follow you, so I truly think that a wheelchair is gonna be so useful for this little man.
Put a flower in your hand. Thought you should know, ain't no place I'd rather be instead.
And waking him, and when I got home I contacted a manufacturer of wheelchairs for dogs here in Costa Rica to see how much a good chair for Captain could cost us approximately, and 65,000 colones, that's about $100, separate this adventure from being able to run free through the park. Honestly, I think it is not that much, and we can definitely get that money together, no matter how little each of us contributes. And I know that we are going to achieve it. In fact, I am so convinced of it that I just paid the 50% that they ask in advance so they can start building the chair. So please don't let me down and help me with whatever you can to help this little boy so that he can run again. You can make your donation through our PayPal. I leave the link in the description of the video and as well in the pinned comment. Come on, give us a hand. If we all do it, there is no way we won't make it. Or aren't you dying to see this intrepid adventurer run like crazy through the park? Because I'm already imagining it, and the smile comes out on its own. Another one we took advantage of to also take measurements and weight him was our dear Edwin. Well, he needs a kennel for his plane trip, and we had to buy it with the correct measurement so that this handsome man can be as comfortable as possible during the many hours he is going to spend in his journey to Texas, where a better life is waiting for him. In fact, and if all goes well, he will fly on June 24th. But we are still awaiting confirmation from the company that will handle his shipment. I'll tell you more very soon. And as I told you at the beginning, it's time to take 2 puppies home with me. These 2 little babies need a nice family, and for that we have to make a nice video in which everyone can see how adorable they are. So don't miss the next videos in which I'll show you these 2 pretties that I'm telling you right now. What an absolute love. Oh, and you know what else they don't have? A name. So let's see what name you guys chosen for them in the other day pool. And by the way, thanks a lot for helping us with this. And now, please, if you like what we do, consider joining in one of our support groups. Patreon, PayPal, or Ko-Fi. We need your help to continue helping these animals who need us so much. Thank you very much for accompanying me one more day. Remember, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you like the video. Leave your comments, it's always a pleasure to read you. And I see you very soon, because I let you know in advance that we have found a family for another puppy. I'll tell you more in the next videos.